back in the garage, back in the garage, back in the garage today, back in the garage today. What's up guys, back in the garage tonight. I know, it's been a slew of back in the garage videos. How do you think I feel? I've been in the garage this entire time working on motorcycles. Anyway, still getting ready to take off here in a little less than 2 weeks on my big trip. And I've got another upgrade I want to do to the KTM Super Adventure. In this box right here is the factory or KTM Power Parts quick release tank bag for the adventure bikes, the 1190, 1090, and 1290 models. So we're going to put this on the bike tonight. Okay, so if we unzip the top of the bag, you can see you've got a little spot here for map, cell phone, whatever you're going to put in the top, transparent. Have some instructions. I believe that is the rain cover, some sort of base plate, snap ring or quick release ring. I think that's about it. Alright, so let's check out the instructions. I haven't read them yet, but I did read online a review where the guy said he would like to slap the instructions author around a bit. So let's see what's inside. Alright, so we have 2 pages of instructions in English. We have this page and this page. Let me take a look at them, figure out what the hell I'm doing, and then come back. The fact that a tank bag kit comes with a drill bit is a little strange, but we're going to follow the instructions. First thing it says to do is remove these 4 screws from around the fuel ring on my tank, so we're going to do that first. Alright, so we've got 4mm hex head. I know you guys will hear me say hex head in some videos. Sometimes I'll say Allen. It's the same damn thing. I'm just going to use my T-handle to pull these 4 out. Okay, so according to the instructions, the next thing we're going to do is take the 4 spacers included in the kit and simply set them down right like that. Next up, we're going to take the mount ring oriented in this position. This is the upward position. The uglier side goes down, and it's going to set right over top of the spacers like that. And then we're going to use the 4 screws included in the kit. These are the ones included. These are your factory screws. You can obviously tell these are much longer. Also, in the instructions, it does show silver ones like these, but it comes along with black ones. I don't think it really matters. Now, the instructions state to tighten these down to 6 Newton meters. I'm just going to hand tighten them down and just call it good. Now I would recommend rotating around. I'm going to do this side, this one, and then I'll go around and tighten them down a little bit more. Also, just FYI, KTM in the kit does include an Allen key, but it will not fit these bolts. This is a 3mm, which we're going to use later on, so you will need your own 4mm. For my longtime subscribers, you always see me do this. If you're stopping in for the first time, just a real quick tip, write down the name of the bike and where the bolts, screws, or whatever parts you took off go. That way you can always return your bike back to factory should you want to. Next up, inside the bag, we want to pull this fabric back so we can get to this plate right here. So next thing we're going to do is take this template, set it on the outside of the bag so it sits down in there nicely, which is also the bottom of the bag. Then we're going to take this drill bit and drill holes directly through the bag. You have got to be kidding me. In case you thought I was kidding, no, it really does say that. And also, you're going to need a block of wood for the opposite side so you don't run through to your tailgate or your workbench or whatever you're working on. Obviously, you're also going to need a power drill. Okay, so we got the holes through, but slight problem. You can see when that drill bit got stuck in that one corner, it actually pulled this up. Now for those of you thinking the drill bit went through and caught this, that's not what happened. It actually pulled through under that plate there, so there's really nothing you could do about it. Stupid design for a $200+ bag, but let's go ahead and keep working on it and get this thing done. Alright, now you can see I've got the 4 screws mounted again. That's a 3mm. Now we got to clean up this mess. So what I did is I just took my utility knife and I just ran it down the side there and cut this up. I do want to cover this plate up to make it a little bit softer in there, so I've got an idea. So I got a black piece of fabric from inside the house. I'm going to use this stupid template again. Just take my razor blade and go around a little bit wider than what this is, and it should work. There is my piece of fabric cut out. I left the backing on so you guys can see, but I just put some double stick foam tape on here. I'll probably put another piece or 2 on, and then we're just going to set that fabric down on top once I pull the backing off. And that's what it looks like using my repair job. Actually, it looks fine, and it's going to serve its purpose. And one of the last things we're going to do before we mount it on the bike is run this pull cord up through here, and then just snap this back on here. So it should look something like that. It just makes it a little easier to get to your pull cord, and so you can, there, you can see the movement underneath. Last thing we got to do is mount the bag, which should just sit right down on top of the clip ring. It's probably going to take me a little while to get used to it from my old bag, but it's locked on right there. Of course, if you want to disconnect it, just pull on the cable, and there you go. There is what the bag looks like mounted on the tank. You can see it's not touching the tank cover at all. Also up top here, you do have some additional space, a little expansion area. Thing will come up pretty high. There's also a quick look at it with the waterproof cover on. You'll still be able to see your map or whatever you got loaded in the top. Alright guys, so that's it. That's how you install a KTM quick release tank bag on a KTM adventure bike. What do I think of the bag? I actually like the bag. I like the look of it. I like the way it fits. I love the quick release. I would have reused the GV tank bag I had. Unfortunately, it won't fit my tank, so I went with the KTM bag. Looks good. However, when it comes to the installation process, that is by far the dumbest set of instructions I've ever had to read. You decided it's a better idea to mail me a drill bit and do it myself than have it put together by professionals, thus ruining part of the little liner inside, and then I had to make my own. And even if I wouldn't have, now I've got plastic shavings inside of my bag. How stupid is that? So I give KTM a big fat F on the instructions and the installation process. Alright, now that I've calmed back down, I will have a chance to thoroughly test out the bag on my upcoming 6,500 mile cross-country motorcycle trip that I'm probably on right now while you guys are watching this. Unless you're watching it like way later, then I'm probably home already. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button if you like what you see here. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comment section below, or if you just want to make fun of KTM and that stupid installation process. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.